it is time for our weekly Gene Key connection. And let's begin our ritual by lighting some sage and clearing the space. I'm just gonna light a little one. Where am I? There they are. Okay. Thanks for joining me. And as I'm lighting the sage, just close your eyes and imagine breathing out any discomfort, any running thoughts. Let the sage clear your mind. Let the sage bring you back to center, bring you back to peace. We're clearing out the space. Oh. That's interesting. They're like, no, you may not light that sage. I will try again. Because right now, we are in the energy of the 9th Gene Key. So December 28th, we move into inertia, determination, and invincibility. Because I'm determined to light this, I will try again. So it's just all about being invincible. You aren't going to stop me, Mr. Match, because I'm still going to sage. So let's just sage the space. We're going to thank the 53rd Gene Key for being our wisdom keeper last week. I'm going to cleanse my family side over here too. Just allow yourself to be cleansed, renewed. Feel the peace. I'm offering peace to you. Sink into that beautiful floaty energy within the heart of your heart, the center of the center of the center of your heart. Go to that place. Feel that connection to Source and to Gaia. And feel the peace and radiate that peace out throughout your whole being. And then radiate that out into your whole experience. Beautiful. So now I'm going to see, can you already feel the shift? It feels so great. It feels so amazing just to set that intention and to clear the space. So now let's pull the Gene Key for the week. Then we'll connect to the Gene Key. See what kind of wisdom he or she, it has to offer. Okay. Set the intention to connect with a Gene Key that wants to share its wisdom with us. For all those watching now and in the future, I set the intention to connect with the Gene Key that is in alignment with our highest good and will share some beautiful wisdom and insights with us as we work with this Gene Key this week. Who would like to come forth? Gene Key 11, idealism. So this is the shadow of obscurity, the gift of idealism, and the city of light. And so what obscurity does is it obscures the light. So it is in the darkness that we move into that darkness. We move into our fears. We move into those dark places to then come into the light. We find the light within the darkness. We go within ourselves to find that light. We don't fear the darkness. In human design, this is also the gate of beliefs. And so it's always about observing and redefining, if we need to, our beliefs. What are these beliefs creating for us? Like, for example, with this one, this has a really dark connotation sometimes, and it's the portal into our fears in some cases. And so what if, as a kid, you have this belief that there are monsters in your closet? And it's a deep belief, right? How can we transform that belief? Moving into that portal of that fear, opening up your closet and be like, there's no monsters in here. There's nothing in here, right? And turning on your light, bringing light to our fears, bringing light to our beliefs. And so we're going to connect in with the 11th gene key. Let me put her in our altar. And she may show up in female energy. She may show up as just an energy, right? Don't get distracted by the picture. It's not about that. It's about how is the 11th gene key going to show up for you? Because it may not show up how it shows up for me. Because we're no longer going to use Richard Rudd as that middleman to get to the gene key. It's just going to be your soul connecting to that gene key, connecting to that energy. The gene key is just a word that Richard Rudd made up too, right? These are living, breathing energies, and we're just using it to connect into that energy, to understand that archetype. And so how is that archetype going to show up for you? So let's light our candle and set the intention to connect with the 11th gene key. Ooh, my wick is down. Can we light the candle? Oh, I just messed up the candle. I'll have to use a different one. Uh-oh, we're running out of... Is determination going to come up again for us? I'm getting down to the end of it. Okay, here we go. So we're setting the intention to connect in with the 11th gene key. And if you want, you can connect in to the 53rd and the 9th gene key as well and see how they play together, since you had a week of contemplation connecting into the 53rd gene key. So we're just using the soup that we're creating with the energy of the past, the energy of the present, and the energy of the future, where we're going, right? So we have the 9th gene key that's active for the collective right now, the 53rd gene key that we played with last week, and then the 11th gene key that we're playing with right now. And actually the 11th gene key is going to be coming up towards the end of December, I feel, in the transit. So that one will be active for the collective soon as well. So we're kind of getting a head start on the 11th gene key. So let's all come together, and we're going to go into a guided visualization together to come into communion with the 11th gene key. So I ask you to just sit down, lay down, get comfortable, ease into your body. I want you to call all parts and pieces of you, anywhere that you're off in their time or space. Bring your whole presence to the present. Just do that by breathing these deep breaths into your belly. And as you're doing that, you're calling in all of you. So let's take a deep breath together. You can feel your energy just pulling in and pulling down. Use your breath to pull in and your exhale to pull down. So it's almost as if you are pulling all of your being. Oh, look at my shirt's pointing to where we're going. We're going kind of right here into your solar plexus. And we're bringing all, like where your belly button is, and we're bringing all of our energy and collecting it into our solar plexus. So just use your breath to collect all that energy in your solar plexus center. Just bring it in. Breathe it in, bring it down. Collect that energy to that beautiful yellow chakra. We're just collecting it all here until you feel very present, very grounded. Okay. Now, bring your awareness to your heart. And I want you to get into the center of the center, the center of your heart. Allow yourself to get into that deep, deep place within you where you are connecting to that golden thread that connects you to Gaia and that connects you to Source. And when you get to that center of the center of the center of your heart, I want you to follow that golden thread and begin building a cord that goes all the way deep into the center of Gaia. You can use your breath again to guide and direct that cord, that grounding cord into Gaia, where you'll meet the heart of the earth, where you'll be met with that beautiful, golden, abundant wisdom and love that you receive there. And I want you to just float in the energy of Gaia. Allow yourself to swim in that energy, to absorb that energy into you. You can even use your breath to bring some of that energy up that cord, that grounding cord. You can bring that energy up and you can visualize it as golden. You can visualize it as dark brown, whatever color you feel would ground and support you. So let's bring that energy up to our lower chakras. Bring it into your Earth Star, which is that beautiful chakra below your root, outside your physical body, down into the earth. And it helps ground you. So we are going to kind of bring that featherweight awareness to that center. We're not going to force it to open if you're not familiar with it. Just feel that energy, hold that energy, and allow some of that Gaia energy to support that chakra. It's not really worked with a lot. Then bring that Gaia grounding energy into your root. Breathe it up into your sacral. Breathe it up into your solar plexus. Breathe it up into your heart. Okay. As we're feeling more anchored, more grounded, I want you to imagine that beautiful golden thread in the center of the center of the center of your heart. And I want you to follow that golden thread up to Source, up to God, up to the universe, up to the center, the source of all that is. Whatever you'd like to visualize that as, I want you to imagine meeting that there. And you can bring another cord up and create outside of your crown and connect into Source. You can even call in your higher self. You can work through meeting your higher self. Not that your higher self is out of your body, but visualize that, bringing in that supportive Source and higher self. And not that Source is outside of your body either. Or just visualizing connecting in, because it is all happening within us. So connecting into Source and bringing that beautiful diamond white Christ consciousness energy into that Source energy, into our crown, into our third eye, into our throat, and into our heart. And as we're connecting in there, we're merging and combining Source and Gaia energy to create a beautiful synergistic flow between Source and Gaia energy, all in the center of our heart, where heaven is meeting earth, Okay. Now I would like you to bring your awareness to your third eye. And I want you to bring a featherweight awareness to it, like as if you're just bringing your attention here. You're not forcing your way into the third eye center. You're not forcing your way to see anything. There's no force here. You're just lightly holding it. You're lightly holding your awareness there. Now I want you to bring in some source energy into your third eye. So we're going to cleanse and clear this channel. So the front of your third eye and the back of your third eye, just bring through some source energy and clear out those pipes. If anything is obscuring your third eye vision, we're going to bring light there now. We're going to clean out any residue, any beliefs that aren't serving you. Just allow that energy to just flow through, really cleaning that out. You'll begin to feel that lightness in that center. You can run that energy as long as you'd like. Beautiful. Okay. And now let's visualize ourselves coming together. All those who wish to connect in with the 11th gene key, we're going to form a circle together within a beautiful container so that it's just us and source, and us and the archetype of the 11th gene key coming through. You can call in your higher self, but it's just the two connection. Us, our soul, and that gene key. Okay, so a white room with white walls, and we're coming in together to experience this gene key. So I want you to imagine a beautiful white pillar of light coming down into the center of our circle. And in that pillar of light, the light begins to part like a curtain opening. And the 11th gene key comes forth. And as the 11th gene key is standing before you, we're setting the intention to make a heart-to-heart connection between the 11th gene key archetype of obscurity, idealism, and light from our heart to theirs. And let this archetype show up however it needs to. You may see nothing, you may feel nothing, just know that you are connected and that you will begin to be receiving messages, wisdom, insight throughout the week. And this connection will remain until you specify to dissolve the cord and to part ways with love, right? You always have control of the energy, and you'll always get to decide when the connection is over. So you can go the whole week or a day. You get to choose how long you decide to work with this gene key. And it'll show you its wisdom with the energy, with the frequency of obscurity. And it'll share its insight, the frequency of idealism. And then it will illuminate the wisdom of light and what that means to you. Very specific for your soul, but nothing you can read in a book. Nothing that anyone can tell you. You hold the key to this information, and the 11th gene key is within you now. I want you to begin to bring your awareness to the inside of your body. We're going to go observe this in ourselves. So let's go back into our heart space. And I want you to begin to imagine a little tiny cell blown up so that you can see the inside of it. And inside of that, I want you to look at the DNA within that cell. Allow yourself to visualize your strand of DNA, what that looks like. Okay. And then I want you to ask the 11th gene key to show you where in your DNA is the 11th gene key located. Is it illuminated? Is it activated? You can ask for this gene key to be activated within your cells, to experience the light of this gene key, to activate that part of your DNA. Beautiful. And as you see that part illuminate, or whatever shifts and changes are being made to activate this, know that it is spreading throughout all of your cells. As it changes in one, it changes in all. You can feel that vibration and that shift occurring within you. And because this change is occurring within you, you'll begin to see the change occurring outside of you, like a mirror. As within, so without. As without, so within. And just allow yourself to be mindful of how this 11th gene key is being projected into your reality. What things are coming to you to be noticed, to share their wisdom of this 11th gene key? What experiences are either shaping a new belief, confirming an old belief, or dissolving it all together? How are you going to experience obscurity? How are you going to experience idealism? And how are you going to experience light? I encourage you to connect in to your connection with that 11th gene key whenever you feel called, and you can ask any questions you'd like. If you want to focus on idealism, you can ask the gene key to share their wisdom of idealism. What does it mean to you and how does it look in your life? Or you can call in to experience the whole range of frequencies, going into obscurity to find the gift of idealism to then illuminate the city of light. You can also ask that gene key to give you little reminders or signs. This one loves archetypes, so ask, what animal totem do you represent? And that way, if you see this animal in life, it's just another reminder that you're connecting to that gene key. Or what object, what symbol, what little reminder each day will come up and show you, hey, 11th gene key here, pay attention. Sometimes we need those reminders. Maybe you'll hear a tune, a song. Ask the gene key to share with you. How will it get your attention? because sometimes it'll show up, tapping you on the shoulder, wanting to share the insight with you. So how can you be more mindful? Okay, take a deep breath in. And now we are connected. If you want to come back again to this 11th gene key and ask more questions, you can. We've just created the connection, activated this within our DNA. And we're now being mindful and awaiting the wisdom that it has to share. So I encourage you to comment with your experience. Reach out if you need any help or if you'd like to contemplate. This is a beautiful experience that can be shared individually or as a group. You get to decide how you share, okay? So thank you so much for connecting with me in the 11th gene key. If you would also like to call in the 53rd and the 9th, you can, or you can just choose to focus on the 11th. So again, thank you for connecting, and be mindful as this gene key shows up for you in your everyday life this week.